Hey everybody, Aaron here again to show you my favorite pieces of equipment that I use when I'm doing live streaming or recording content. I've used them a lot in multiple setups, and I have to say they are tried and true. They're my favorite stuff, including something that is so inexpensive and yet so good I can't live without it. So I'm going to show you what those things are, and I'll provide links in the description for everything. All right, so this first item deals with an issue that everybody has, and that's power management with USB devices. Often you have a lot of them and they don't work all the time and you have to unplug and plug them back in. Well, I actually dealt with that with a very simple device. It's the Anchor 7 port USB 3.0. It is a powered USB hub rather than just a passive one. Plus you get the satisfaction of peeling one of those nice little plasticky covery things. Anyhow, the fact is that PCs just don't have good power distribution to USB hubs. So you take care of that by just getting power from outside the PC itself. $46 may seem like a lot, but it is so worth it when you're just able to end all the trouble that you've been having. Now, this is going to be one of a number of videos that I'm going to be doing showing off my entire studio setup, my lighting, my camera setup, and all kinds of other things that I use to bring you this kind of content. So consider subscribing and using the bell so that you get notifications when these other videos come out. If you're like me, you're constantly switching back and forth from your headphones to your speakers, and you want to do that quickly. So this is my absolute favorite thing in the world for that. It's called the Little Bear Mini, and it's an A/B switcher to go back and forth from your speakers to your headphones with the press of a button. Press your A and B buttons and it switches instantly from your headphones to your speakers using a physical connection rather than having to go into Windows and click around between one device and another. I've got a little 90-degree thing there for cable strain, which is pretty cool. You may want to consider getting one of those for your setup. I legitimately cannot live without this in any setup that I do, whether it's my home setup or if I build the studio out on site for a specific project, especially because I always prefer hardware over software. And it's great for just everyday working situations. I might want to listen to music in my office through my speakers, but then, hey, I got a Zoom call meeting I got to jump into. I just click that button and now it's going into my headphones. It's only $22 and often on discount, so the link is in the description. Also, if you're curious what kind of headphones I like to use for productions, these are the Sony MDR 7506 professional headphones. They've got the actual aux cable on the end rather than USB, good for video editing and broadcasting and things like that. Now I'm going to rapid fire a bunch of other quick little things that I use to just improve my setup and make things easier and better. So if I have multiple PCs I want to share the same internet connection with and do it all over Ethernet, this TP-Link Lightwave Gigabit switch is really awesome. It is powered but unmanaged, which means there's no software to set up. I also recommend using colored Ethernet cables with a different color to every PC just to make it easier to track down which thing goes to what thing. It's $12 and it's the smallest size unmanaged switch that I've been able to find. Lightweight, I love it. The next thing I can't live without is a battery backup, and this APC gaming UPS is awesome. You get a lot of great information on the screens and it kicks in immediately. So when the power goes out, everything stays on and it can run for a pretty long time. I've had it happen and it works. You're crazy if you do a lot of live streaming and you don't have a battery backup. And the last on my list is the Ore HDMI splitter. It's a 1-in, 2-out. If you just want to very simply clone a display from one source to two different displays, it is going to do so. You can get yourself a pretty inexpensive HDMI cable as well. I've gotten these before and they work so far so good. And for huge distances, you may want a booster. These are really not bad for $16. A lot of other more sophisticated devices are actually going to mess with your resolution settings, whereas these are just going to leave it alone. You can also go to my kit page where I have all kinds of kits that I've made for different gear setups, favorite devices, fun stuff, and all of the stuff from this specific video in one place. The link for that is in the description. I also mentioned NDI for 2 PC setups, so check out this video to learn how that's done. And like I said, other videos like this about my favorite pieces of equipment and how I did my setup here are coming soon, so make sure that bell is clicked. I'll see ya.